Hello everyone and happy Friday. Before we share my analysis from these last few days, please remember that neither I nor the SIMETRI team from Crypto Briefing are licensed financial advisors. What we provide is not a personalized investment advice. It is merely our opinions based on our various research and diligence. As always, do your own research before making any decisions about buying or selling crypto. Okay, so let's have a look at the technicals now, and I think we're going to get straight into the charts here and look at Bitcoin. So for our segment today, for our educational segment, we're going to be looking at the Bollinger Band indicator, and I think we're going to start here as well, going through the chart. So we can see that the Bollinger Bands have started to narrow, but they are moving higher, so that's generally a positive sign that the breakout's going to happen. And I've kind of drawn this trend line here, which is probably going to be the most important trend line to watch over the coming days. It comes in around 24,000. So if we start to hold above 24,000, we've then got to clear the upper Bollinger Band at 24.5. And that then sets up a very, very interesting market. Obviously, earlier this week, we got a rejection from the top of the Bollinger Band. That mid Bollinger Band just managed to hold. We had a slight wobble underneath it, but we didn't get to the lower Bollinger Band, which was great. And it just goes to show the strength of the dip buying demand, and obviously today's reversal on the CPI news. So let's have a look at the future price targets and some interesting buy signs that have emerged since we last spoke. You can see that Bitcoin had its second week above its 200-week moving average, so that was very positive technically. We can see that the MACD indicator on the weekly time frame, not only is the signal line starting to give a buy signal, but we can see that the weekly MACD is also starting to turn positive for the first time in many months. So that's a great sign. And we can see also a buy signal on the RSI is flipping over the 14-day moving average, and that's also creating a buy signal. So we've got these three great buy signals on the weekly time frame. And it's something that I wrote about over the weekend as well in my Pro BTC Trader newsletter. So going forward, what is the path forward and what is Bitcoin likely to do? Well, I think it's likely to target towards its 100-day moving average. Now we've got liftoff from the 50-day. It looks like it's got the green light towards the 100-day, which comes in at, I think, around 25,000 plus. That's going to be the first target if we can get above the upper Bollinger Band. So let's have a look at what the 200-day moving average currently looks like on the daily chart. And that's some way away. And I don't think it's a realistic price target at the moment. I think if we can get above the 100-day, start to test towards 26, maybe 27,000, then I think we can start to discuss 30,000. But at the moment, I think we need clearance above the 100-day, and then that obviously sets up a test towards the former swing high, just around 30,000. But I would be confidently looking for 25,500, 27,000 over the coming weeks if we can get above the Bollinger Band and also the 100-day moving average. So overall, I'm hoping, obviously the big move down has happened, and we can then see a big reversal to 26,000. 24,000 has been a huge struggle lately, and I think Bollinger Band analysis highlights that a big move is coming. So my weekly bias is only bearish under 23.5. We've cleared that again, which is a great sign, and the technical buy signals continue to grow. So I think we're looking for a reversal towards 26,000 in Bitcoin over the coming weeks. Having a look at Litecoin now. You've got some interesting patterns starting to emerge here, and we've also got some interesting price targets. So unlike Bitcoin, Litecoin is starting to hold above its 100-day moving average. That's very, very bullish. It's cleared its 50, it's moving above its 100-day, and I think you can see here this larger reversal pattern is starting to form. But interestingly, not only is there the larger reversal pattern that's starting to form, but there's also smaller patterns that are starting to form. So that this is basically suggesting two targets to me. As long as Litecoin holds above maybe $57 over the coming days and weeks, then we can see two future paths ahead for Litecoin. So basically, the smaller pattern is projecting a move towards 70, and this larger pattern is projecting a move towards 75. So bearing in mind we're trading at 61, and what that equates to with the rest of the market, bearing in mind altcoins often outpace Bitcoin, but if we're heading to those sort of levels, it wouldn't be a stretch to think that we could get a 26,000 Bitcoin and maybe a $70 to $75 Litecoin coming up in the future. But it's definitely an interesting trade. The patterns look good, and I think in terms of gains, what you need to risk in terms of risk reward for this trade to working out, it all looks pretty good. Okay, so overall, Litecoin is looking increasingly bullish. I'd watch out for a big breakout any time. Price patterns are pointing towards $70 plus. So we're moving above the 100-day moving average. The 200-day moving average just under $90. I don't foresee that at the moment, but I think we could definitely get 70 and above over the coming weeks. And thank you. I hope you found my thoughts helpful. If you'd like more, please click the subscribe button for Pro BTC Trader and join me every week on Wednesdays for our live trading war room and daily email updates.